Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Toe to leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Complete to start this drive. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one and it'll be a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Works the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other...
Oh, look out! There he goes! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. The give to the tailback. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To throw, it's Sanders. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's open. Flying down the left side. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown,
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off.
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside. Ball in the air, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route. They break on it. They go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Plows through the defense. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Racing down the left side. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, NC State.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He's inning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
On the run, it's Hayden. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his man. It's Hayden. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one that takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They'll run the option. The pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes. Back able to make a cut. First down.
And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
1st down here for the offense. On the ground, it's Waters. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure that it doesn't go north and south. Push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually, the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip and just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep him.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field.
To kick it away.
A low line drive and short kick. Bringing it back, it's Woods. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This lead lead in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's back to throw on second down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes a connection. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game this off.
Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to the running game. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the air, it's Sanders. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 31, NC State 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. To the air, it's Sanders. Finds his big tight end. Obliterates him, still on the move. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Grab and go for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Colorado 38, NC State 21.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This one away.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're
Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Sharks taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sharks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sharks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the Sharks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Kane. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Across the 10. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll take it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's awesome. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisville roll to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now a throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
See if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The play action fake. Pulls it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Second and goal coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Leaves it with the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Sharks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Kane. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's McGowan. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Sharks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sharks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Kane. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nice move to keep moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On the run, it's Freeman. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The option look. Quick toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And the defense drags him down.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, Dave?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go to option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And the Sharks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. Football, and that's where they're going to live. Well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll try the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Spears. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. looking to throw on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Sharks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Spears. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's awesome. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the ball slipped out. And he gets back on top of it, and averts disaster. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's awesome. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He leaves it with the back. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the run.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And now this offense will take the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Quarterback just flattened, missed it, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Sharks will call on their punt team.
On to punt it away.
Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road in the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Spears. It's complete to the left. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.